This is the brand new seed pack, and this is all the possibilities you guys can get within it. Ooh, this is just one example of what you guys can get. So if you guys are getting many of these plants, you may actually start to wonder which one of these may be the best one and which one I should actually focus on getting and actually removing. That's what I'm going to be explaining in this video. The best ones to get, which ones to remove, which ones to keep, even the best places to get honey, best methods, everything you guys need to know pretty much boiled down into this one little video. But make sure to watch until the very end so you guys don't miss any crucial step that will literally lead you to making billions. So we're gonna start off with the worst one, okay, and that is gonna be the rose, selling at about 4,000 coins. The rose is gonna look something like this, okay. I think it is, yeah, it's this one over here, these little roses, right? So as you guys can see, it's like a little rose, and it's gonna sell for an estimated amount of 4k and above. So if you go, I want to sell this, as you guys can see, it sells for about 4.5k to 4k. Honestly, isn't too bad. However, some of these plants are actually rivaling the candy blossom and actually beat the candy blossom by a lot. The best way to go ahead and get these seed packs is honestly just waiting for them to be in stock or either using Robux. There's not another way of getting it. I don't think server hopping works. Now that you know how to get the seed packs, this is going to be the fastest way to get honey. So then you can actually go ahead and buy the seed pack. And just like this, we have another seed pack, which we got obviously a rose, which is kind of unfortunate. So what you guys want to do is actually get the pollinated effects on your plants, and the fastest way to go ahead and do that is going to be by getting the swarmer event, which happens every 30 minutes up to an hour. So what's pretty much going to happen is there's going to be a bee that comes to your garden over here and basically just pollinates all of your plants. While doing so, it could have an effect just like this one over here to have depollinated. Once it turns into depollinated, this is now going to be able to sell for honey, which is a brand new currency added in the latest update. This is going to be very important, okay? Because it doesn't matter about the mutations on it, it actually matters about the size of the plant. Yes, this update is all about the sizes. So you guys want to go ahead and get plants that are going to be quite meaty, like quite big in size, you know, kg. So if a plant is 60 kg, you should get about roughly 60 honey for it, which will in theory buy about 6 seed packs. And these are quite easy to get, as you guys can see. So this one right over here alone should get us about 20. However, the only bad side is you do have to wait about 3 minutes. So yeah, that's the only bad side. However, there is another secret way of actually speeding this method up, which I'm about to show you guys after I mention the next 2 plants and how much they are worth. We have the foxglove. So this is going to be a 25% chance, and this one over here is going to be estimated roughly between 14,000 and 18,000, and it should look something like this over here. As you guys can see, it's pretty much like a pink little flower over here, which I'm pretty sure is a uncommon as well inside of the pack. This will also sell for about 14 to 18. In comparison, it is roughly the same as one of these over here, and that is just a common. So you guys can expect what the last few are going to be. For this next one over here is going to be the lilac. So this is going to be a 20% chance, and this one actually sells for 30,000 plus 30,000. Okay, this is going to be a very good plant to go ahead and get. And I think I have it for myself, which is lily. That's a rose. That is a foxglove. No, I don't think I actually have this one over here. So we just got 10 honey for this one over here. I do want to test quickly how much we're going to get for this moon mango that is 20 kg. So we're going to sell this over here, and we're going to wait the 3 minutes. So while we are waiting the 3 minutes, we're going to see if we can open another pack. No, there is none in stock. However, there is going to be a high fruit seed over here, which honestly, this wasn't planned inside of the video. So we're going to go check it out right now. The high fruit seed over here is just going to be a little bit under. So it's going to be just better than the rose, which is going to be a minimum value of 6,318. So if I was you, I wouldn't go ahead and get this unless you want it for your collection. And the next one we have over here is going to be the nectarine seed. Damn. Okay, I did not expect this, but this is 36,100 coins and is a tier of a mythical. So this one I would actually go ahead and get because it's not that bad, I'm not gonna lie, and it only costs 25 honey, which is basically just 2 cells, or another way like 30 kg plant. So this one over here I would actually go ahead and get if it is in stock. I wouldn't sleep on this one over here. This method over here can actually help you get pollinated plants, but once you guys actually get it like leveled up, it can actually become pretty good. So this one is going to be the bee. Now I haven't yet gotten it, but the bee can be found inside of the bee egg over here. I'm not really too sure how much it does cost, but as you guys can see over here, you have the bee 65% chance, the honey bee 25% chance, the bee bear over here, the petal bee, and obviously the queen bee at a 1% chance. So if you guys see this in stock over here, I would definitely go ahead and buy it, because the bee does have this every 24 minutes and 45 seconds flies to a nearby fruit and pollinates it, applying the pollinated mutation. The time is reduced when the pet is leveled up. So pretty much every time you level up the plant, pretty much it's going to be getting better and better and better, leading you with exactly more honey. Now this is going to be very, very good if you want to go ahead and get the seed pack, because like I said, these are going to be very, very worth it. Next, we have the pink lily. So this pink lily is going to be right over here. This is the kind of taller one, most likely the tallest one out of the brand new update, except for the sunflower one. As you guys can see, it's a very, very tall plant. Honestly, these flowers look amazing, but it is going to be worth over 58,000. Very, very good. The next one is going to be even better. Trust me. And that one is going to be the purple dahlia. So this is going to be a 4.5% chance of getting, and it's going to be selling up to 67,000, okay? That is very, very, very good. Being a 4.5% chance, that is very likely to happen. Obviously, it's not the easiest, but it's not going to be the hardest to guess. And this is going to be a very, very good money farm. This is the last thing I do want to show you guys before I review how much the sunflower is truly worth. Make sure you guys go ahead and get the honey sprinklers, because this is going to give the honey glaze mutation, and it's going to give your plants an extra 5 times multiplier. I would go ahead and get this just because you can, and you know, 5 times multipliers all do add up. Anyways, the sunflower is going to be worth 130,000. okay, this is the best plant in the entire game, and it's only going to be a 0.5% chance of getting. I'm going to be doing a full bee pet guide. This video is released, so if you guys are new here, make sure to leave a like and sub, claim your OG ticket before 20k, which we're going to try and reach it this month. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.